What is going on, guys? We are live. Thank you for being patient. Welcome to my review for tonight's, or should I say last night's episode of Monday Night Raw. As you can tell, change is in the air here on youtube.com/DanielGuys0412. As you can see behind me, walls look a little barren. Explain the situation here.
On, guys? We are live.
And there we go. Got the audio muted. For just joining me here, I will be relocating to the Akron, Ohio area in the next week. So if I don't get a Clash of Champions review up on this channel, I do apologize. I might have to take a week off once I get things situated and moved into my new apartment, get the new situation, the new setup taken care of. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that, what's going on here here in my life. But as far as last night's edition of Raw, the September 9th edition, live from Madison Square Garden, I have to say it was a pretty solid episode of Raw. I think from top to bottom, I felt like WWE actually decided to put on what I thought was a worthwhile edition of Raw. From, the return of Stone Cold Steve Austin to a couple solid matches up and down the card. There's certainly a lot to talk about and break down. So if you like what you see here on the channel, be sure to click my like and subscribe button, as always, here on youtube.com/DanielGuys412. So guys, let's not waste any time. Let's dive right into Monday Night Raw. So how do we kick things off on Monday Night Raw? With the one, the only, the toughest son of a bitch in the WWF, Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Hellraiser was here. I mean, you can't kick off Raw in a bigger way. The greatest of all time, in my opinion, Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? We had a couple Steve Weisers. We had a contract signing. I'm not going to do the voice, but we had a contract signing for the Universal Championship. Austin was going to moderate. Rollins came down. Strowman came down. Styles and the club interjected. Chaos ensued. Rollins and Strowman take out the OC, leave Styles alone in the ring as he dodges Rollins, and you knew what it was setting up for, and it's set up for a phenomenal stunner to AJ Styles. AJ sold it beautifully. He got cut in half. It was great. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's one of the greatest of all time. He proved why unscripted promos are the best. He just went out there and he shot the shit. He didn't need a script. He could just be himself, talk from the heart, and boy, oh boy, was he in a league above anybody else on this show. So that was a fantastic way to kick off the show here. Action keeps going here. We then had AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander. Kind of a quick match here with Anderson and Gallows attacking Alexander to cause a disqualification, which would set up the main event later on in the night, the 10-man tag team match. Viking Raiders hit the ring to make the save. They destroy the OC. So, like I said, I would like to see a feud between the Viking Raiders and the OC. It's been teased. They teased it in Tag Team Turmoil a couple of weeks ago. So maybe that is something that is on the horizon here. But, of course, this would set up for the main event later on in the night. 10-man tag team match. Cedric Alexander, Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins, and the Viking Raiders versus the club, AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, Bobby Roode, and Dolph Ziggler rounding out the bunch here. Becky Lynch and Charlotte versus Sasha Banks and Bayley. Boy, oh boy, could this have been saved for a pay-per-view match. Hell, this could have main evented this episode of Raw. This action was really, really good. What surprised me, though, was the fact that Becky Lynch and Charlotte got the win here. Flair caught Bayley with natural selection out of nowhere for the win. Charlotte hit a terrible-looking moonsault in this match. I don't know why she still does it. Just the way she came off the top rope, it just looks so bad. But this match was anything but bad. I was really surprised, though, like I said, to see Becky and Charlotte win just due to the fact of the animosity and quote-unquote blood feud that these two have had over the past year or so, and then just to see them be on the same page for the most part in this match and get the win over somebody like Bayley and Sasha Banks kind of surprised me, to say the least, guys. But I still thought it was a really good match and probably my favorite match here on the show. We then had Rey Mysterio versus Metalik. These guys got 6-7 minutes, but I thought it was a solid 6-7 minutes. Not the greatest luchador match that I've ever seen, but I thought Rey and Metalik, imagine if they were given 10 to 14 minutes. and allow them to even go further than what they did here in this match. And I thought what they did in this match was good. There was a scary spot where Mysterio, Metalik landed on Mysterio's head after he dove onto the outside. I thought, oh geez, Mysterio's going to be cussed. But thank God Rey was alright. Mysterio destroyed Metalik with Sunset Bomb. He won't stay down. Mysterio hits the 619 and gets the pinfall victory here over Grand Metalik. So I'm really intrigued to see where this Rey Mysterio storyline is headed. Contemplated retirement. Son Dominic convinced him not to. Could this lead to Rey Mysterio versus Ricochet? Oh, I would love to see that match. That would be an excellent match. Speaking of a really good match here, King of the Ring semifinals triple threat match. Samoa Joe versus Ricochet versus Baron Corbin. I thought all three guys worked real hard in this match. I even thought Baron Corbin did well in this match. I think Baron Corbin has done much better in this King of the Ring tournament than I've thought. And he's doing so well here that towards the end of the match, it looked like Ricochet was going to go up top, hit the 630 on Samoa Joe, who was laid out for the win. However, Corbin pulls Ricochet out of the ring after he hits 630 and steals the pin on Samoa Joe. So Baron Corbin takes one step closer to becoming King Corbin. And apparently on SmackDown tonight, Elias got hurt. So it was Shane McMahon versus Chad Gable. Spoiler alert, Chad Gable won. And now on Raw, that's right, you heard me correctly, on Raw next week, the King of the Ring finals will be taking place. Part of me feels like, should I save that for the pay-per-view? Just saying. I mean, you build it up, you build it up, you build it up, then you bump it from the pay-per-view. But then I go back and look at the pay-per-view and think, we have 11 matches. We don't need 11 matches for a Clash of the Champion. Hell, we don't need 11 matches for a SummerSlam. It's too many matches. So if they had to bump a match off, allow it more time on Raw, which got 3 hours on Monday night, fine. I'm okay with it. But yeah, I could see Corbin becoming King Corbin. It would not surprise me. We also had on this show Lacey Evans versus Natalya. Decent little match here. Natalya picks up the win here after locking Lacey Evans in the sharpshooter. So last week, Evans beat Natalya. And this week, Natty beat Lacey Evans. So 50-50 booking. Not a big fan of it. Just like, well, does anybody really get over in this? Not really. But you know what was really good, guys? The Firefly Life Funhouse. Bray Wyatt's talking about, there's a stranger in town. There's a rattlesnake in town. And his name is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Wyatt said, the Fiend forgives, but he never forgets. All of his victims, whether it's Kurt Angle, Jerry Lawler, Mick Foley, Finn Balor, the Fiend will see you in hell. So they continue to tease and play up the fact that Bray Wyatt will be potentially challenging whoever's the Universal Champion at Hell in a Cell. You should do Rollins and Wyatt, and the Fiend should win. He should win the Universal Championship. But that's for another time, another video. We then had our 10-man tag team match. Solid main event. Some good action here with Seth Rollins, Braun Strowman, the Viking Raiders, and Cedric Alexander picking up the win here after Cedric Alexander hit the lumbar check on AJ Styles for the win. So that sets up Cedric Alexander versus AJ Styles at Clash of Champions. After the match, Stone Cold comes down to the ring. We have a beer bash to celebrate and go off the air here. So Raw from Madison Square Garden. Like I said, didn't think this was going to be a long review because I didn't really have a whole lot to nitpick. I thought this was one of the better episodes of Raw this year, which doesn't really say a lot considering the state of Monday Night Raw. But guys, I really enjoyed this episode of Raw. If I had to give it a grade from Madison Square Garden, I would give it an A-. I'm going an A- here for Monday Night Raw. So that does it here, guys, for my quick Raw review. Did want to come up here and do this video because, like I said, I don't know if I'll have time this week with the big move happening on Friday and this weekend to even do any other videos until I'm all settled. If I don't get to a Clash of Champions review, I will be back up here on September the 18th. Probably going to be doing live reactions and a live review for NXT's big debut on USA Network. So we have that to look forward to. We also got AEW, the debut of SmackDown on Fox. There's a whole lot of content that will be coming soon here to youtube.com/DanielGeyser412. If you like what you see here, be sure to click my like and subscribe button here on youtube.com/DanielGeyser412. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at DanielGeyser412. Facebook.com/DanielGeyser1994. Links can be found down below in the description box. So I am out, guys. Thank you all for watching this video. And until next time, like I said, have a great night, guys.